What's up, guys? Technicals here. How much did my mining farm make in the month of June? It's 100 degrees today, so the ASICs are going full bore. They're really super duper loud. I'm not turning them off because I'm profitable. So we're going to take a look at how much I made, what my costs were, and whether or not it may be right for you. On the Technicals, let's get into it. All right, so once again, if you're not already subscribed to the channel or follow for more content like this, maybe you're on the fence about mining, you're out of mining and looking to get back into it, whatever, or you just want to compare and see what you're doing. You're one of those guys that you're at the urinal and you want to take a little peek and see what's going on. All right, well, feast your eyes. I'm going to show you. I got pretty cheap power. So most people are like 10, 12 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm at like 7.5 cents for now. Things could change. I see people getting letters in the mail saying their power bills are going up by 30%. I can't believe a power company would jack your power bill 30% in one go, but it happens apparently. But I'm at about 7.5 cents right now. Just got my power bill in. I know it's a few days late. Most people put out their monthly videos right at the start of the month, but my power bill closes. And that's another unique thing about how I do it anyway. I have a separate service, separate 200 amp service. So the bill that I get, that's my power bill. I don't try to figure out it for each little rig because, you know, sometimes you put things on and off and it's really kind of hard to get an actual set amount that you're actually paying. So I have a separate service. So I just take one for one, whatever that bill is. And yes, I run other things in my tool shop or whatever you want to call it, my shed within a shed. But it's inconsequential and I figure it offsets whatever small amount of mining I do here in my home if I'm running a salad rig or something like that. So I just take it one for one. The total power bill that I got for the month of June for that 30-day period was $687. I used 9,254 kilowatt hours. That comes out to about 7.4 cents per kilowatt hour. And you can do the math. You can look in there. The more power you use, the less relevant or the less, what's the word? The less of an effect those other static base charges have on the total power bill. So like the basic facilities charge, the mandate, the roundup, tax, things like that. Well, I guess tax would kind of figure in there. But as you can see, it about 7.5 cents. And that represents about a 0.5% increase over last month because I did use more power last month. But real quick, taking a look at the breakdown, we got our new Nervous miner in here, our CKB, our K7. Good for about T1000 Nervous over the course of the month. At the spot price right now, it's $215.84. That's pretty down. Nervous has been going down, so that's not great. Our CAS are, so we had a KSO Ultra coming to the fray towards the very end. I don't think that accounted for really much at all. 325 CAS over the month of June, good for about $54. And our Bitcoin, our two S19J Pros, our one S21, good for a total of about 0.01 Bitcoin or about $603. Again, as of the spot check right now, Bitcoin currently trading for 57,976. GPUs basically off. I've been pulling GPUs left and right to make salad rigs. If you're interested in salad, it's an AI distributed compute workload platform, not crypto mining. You can mine crypto through it, but I don't. I just take the container jobs. And so I've been purposing new machines using those GPUs, all 4070s, a 3080 Ti, to build salad rigs. And so that's been pretty good. I know a lot of people have ups and downs with salad. The daily intake changes quite a bit, but it's been pretty good. Total for the month, and I started sort of late in the month and I've been ramping up, so I expect this to be higher next month. Good for about $175 on salad. I had some overflow into NiceHash because I use it as my second and third tier options for my ASICs. So sometimes they disconnect from F2 and go over to NiceHash. Very small amount, about $36. Well, I guess that's a pretty significant amount considering I got to check and see what's going on there. But $36 over on NiceHash and CPU on Cubic. I did get some solutions over that past month. Again, so if I'm taking the spot price of Cubic, that was good for $97. If I take the average, which is what I did on the Cubic side of things, good for $125. All said, good for $1,200 this month. Our power cost $687, our profit being $523. And if you take your revenue per kilowatt hour, so I pay 7.5 cents, and with that I generate 13 cents of money, well, in relevant value if you break it all down into dollars. So that can go up, that can go down, and the idea being that it does go up. Mining profits are way down right now. Everyone's kind of slummed about it. You know, I know everyone's lamenting it, but I kind of like my setup going right now. I've got ASICs going, which are tried and true, bread and butter, making money all the time. I don't have to worry about speculating on coins with those. On the GPU side of things, I've got everything going on salad, which is paying me out in actual dollars that I can use to, pay the power bill, buy new equipment, etc. And then on the CPU side and a little bit on the GPU, I can play the speculative game. I can go after those brand new coins, the ones that have a lot of upside potential. They're flexible, can move, flex back and forth. So it's working out. As you can see, not a great amount of profit considering the amount that was spent on this equipment. But profit nonetheless. And without actually doing the math, you can kind of just do the math in your head and say like, okay, well, if my power was at like, say, 12 cents, I think it's probably 12, 13 cents, then it would have been a wash completely. It would have been just wiped out based on power. And there are other ancillary costs in there, new power cables or Ethernet or stuff like that. I don't figure that kind of stuff in. I just keep that running in my ledger. You can go back and watch my rules video because I mined before. I had not a big farm. I had a farm before. I quit for 5 years and now I'm back into doing it. But I have a certain set of rules to keep me from getting out of control like I did the first time. I'm capped on money. I'm capped on amps. I'm capped on other things. I have a bunch of rules that I always break, so it doesn't really matter anyway. But as you can see, if my power rate was about at that 13-cent mark, it would not be profitable at all. And then you have to ask yourself the question, like, well, if the stuff I'm mining, does it really make sense? Do I think it's going to go up? And, that's the age-old question, isn't it? And that kind of draws into the buy the coins argument. So that's only something you're going to be able to do. I'd love to know what you're doing in the comments below. If you're currently mining, if you're currently profitable, and what your power rate is. And if you've just kind of sort of accepted that, like, my power rate's just never going to go down. In times like these, I'm just turning everything off. I'm just buying the coins. I'm just mining and holding. I'm just mining because it's a hobby and I enjoy doing it. Or you're just got out of the game completely. And if you're going to sell your ASICs for pennies on the dollar, hit me up in the DMs. Anyway, if you like update style content like this, where I talk over a spreadsheet and my body is in the way of the actual information to where you can't read it and I don't realize later and until editing, but I'm too lazy to go back and reshoot it, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'm TheTechnicals. See you next time.